Well, it's time to go back to school, and joining us now here on Health Matters is Jean Schumacher. She's with the All Children Safe Kids program, and we're going to talk about safety tips for parents, kids, and anyone who's around kids going back to school. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you for inviting me.
All right, let's start with those who are riding a bus. I think that's a majority of children going back to school. What are tips for kids riding a bus?
Well, first of all, we want to make sure that when students get to the bus stop, that they stay at the bus stop away from the curb so that, they're not out there with the traffic.
Right.
That we don't want them to get hit. And that they stay back until the bus arrives, the bus stops, the bus driver opens the door and tells the students that it's time to get on the bus, that they don't, start to get on the bus before that bus stops.
Right. For parents who can't exactly stay with their children at the bus stop, is there help for them?
The best thing to do is to perhaps talk with someone else in the neighborhood to make sure that they're going to stay at the bus stop with the students, or make sure that the student understands that they are to remain at the bus stop and be respectful of the other students who are there. And again, make sure that they stay away from the curb. Yes, yes, thank you. Yes.
In your notes, I saw something I'd never seen before. What is a walking school bus?
Oh, this is very exciting. A walking school bus is just that, where a group of students and parents get together and walk their students to and from school on a daily basis, because it's great exercise. It keeps the emissions around the school zone down, and so it helps with all kinds of things. And students get exercise, which is really good, and they're ready to learn when they get to school.
Right. Their blood level is pumping, their energy's up, and they're ready to go.
Exactly.
That's
exactly.
good.
And it's also a safe way to get to school and get that exercise, because they are walking in a group, and they have the adult person with them who is sharing the rules of the road, making sure that they stop at the crosswalks and find a route that's safe and where they can utilize school crossing guards as well.
All right. Bike riders, I see a lot of kids on those sidewalks in the mornings.
Yes, and again, it's a great way to get to and from school, and it's great exercise. But the thing that people don't always know, especially students, is that bicycles are a vehicle. So students must obey the same laws, traffic laws, that a motorist would. And we want to make sure that students wear their bike helmets and that it fits properly. And we refer to it, excuse me, as the 2-2-2 rule, where you have your bike helmet sitting on the top of your head. You want to make sure that it's that the top of the bike helmet meets the two fingers that are on your eyebrow, and that the straps on the bike helmet make a V at the earlobe, and that when you connect the buckle, that makes sure that it's snug enough that two fingers fit in between.
Okay, and reflective gear, I'm sure, is very
absolutely, absolutely, especially if you're riding in darker hours, early in the morning. So make sure that you wear bright, light-colored clothing, and that you have some kind of reflective material on as well.
Okay, and some kids even have these vests that they're using as well.
Yes, we have a walking school bus program through our Safe Routes to School at All Children's Hospital. So kids that walk to school or ride their bikes to school, or the adults that are chaperoning them on their way to and from, will have their reflective vest.
That's great. Very stylish.
Very, very, very.
Where can parents or an adult can they get these from you guys? Absolutely.
We do have like I said, our walking school bus program has, we have a number of them. And so for the students who are on the walking school bus, as well as the adults walking, will get a vest like this. You can also purchase these vests in a number of retail stores as well. We also have reflective buttons. And that flash, so that, again, if you're riding in the morning hours, you can put these on a backpack, place them on your bicycle, place them on your clothing, and they will blink for you.
Yeah, while it may be daylight now when they're starting back to school this Christmas, we know it gets really dark in the mornings.
Exactly.
That's the time change.
Exactly. And then this is for a bicycle. You can attach it to your bicycle, and again, you can see where it's reflective. So as you're riding as traffic is approaching, they can see the bicyclist ahead of them. We also have these zipper pulls that you can put on the students' backpacks, which is really great. And then we have reflective bracelets as well.
Very nice.
So that we want to make sure that when kids are out there walking and bicycling to school, that they can be seen.
Excellent.
Yes.
All Children's dedicates a lot of your programs to keeping kids safe and healthy. Talk a little bit about the importance of this and why it's just so important for All Children's to do what you're doing with your Safe Kids program.
It's because All Children's is not only dedicated to caring for children who have various kinds of illnesses, disease, handicapping conditions, but when it comes to safety, we know that if we invest our time and our resources in keeping kids safe, then it keeps them out of the hospital, which then allows us to use our resources to care for kids who are there because they don't have control over their situation.
That's a great mission. You guys do great things. Ms. Jean Schumacher, thank you for joining us. Some great tips and ideas and reminders for everybody going back to school. Stay with us. We'll have more Health Matters right after this.